ex-FBI official raises Spectre missing intel file under Trump was handed to Russia. I have been saying this out loud on this program for years now, for like 6 or 7 years, that Trump is giving American security to Russia. One of the first things he did when he became president was he invited the Russian foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, and the Russian ambassador to the United States, Sergei, what was his last name? I'm forgetting. But he invited the two of them into the White House and said, by the way, let me give you the name of an Israeli spy who's working for the United States in Syria. He burned a spy who was working against Russia. You'll recall, Russia was bombing the crap out of Aleppo at the time. He burned an Israeli. The Israelis had to pull this guy out to keep him from getting killed. This was something Trump did in his first 2 weeks in office. He's been giving our intelligence to the Russians ever since. And now we've got this entire binder, it's 10 inches thick, filled with raw intelligence that names our spies in Russia, the people who are giving us intelligence in Russia, and it is missing. I'm willing to bet that Rand Paul flew it over to Moscow, or or Trump, had an arrangement with Russian authorities to leave the door to the bathroom at Mar-a-Lago unlocked when a Russian was visiting. Or maybe he just had dinner and said, here. I don't think it's buried in Ivana's grave. I think he gave it to Putin. I agree with Frank Figluzzi, who is the former assistant director for counterintelligence of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. He said, what's the special counsel doing about this? What is the DOJ doing about this missing binder? The evidence is that it appears the former chief of staff has it. Is this part of Jack Smith's investigation? Have they opened a new case or grand jury? Inquiring minds want to know. And then, of course, Jake Tapper coming out this weekend saying that Trump admiringly quoting Putin. Trump actually quoted Putin in his speech yesterday. He said, Joe Biden is a threat to democracy. He's a threat. Even Vladimir Putin says that Biden, this is a quote, politically motivated persecution of his political rival is very good for Russia because it shows the rottenness of the American political system, which cannot pretend to teach others about democracy, end quote. So here's Trump on the campaign trail to cheers from his audience, quoting Vladimir Putin. And Jake Tapper goes on TV and says, you have Donald Trump repeating Russia propaganda. Trump citing Vladimir Putin. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's just empirically stunning for any major presidential candidate to be quoting approvingly Vladimir Putin smearing American democracy. I don't care if it's Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, or Donald Trump. It is absolutely stunning.